everybody already know top of the top, and it won't stop. So right now, there's this big conversation in terms of just men doing their own thing and not necessarily being social and dating and all that. And I get it, but let me tell you, you're on your way to recovery. Okay? I say recovery because there must have been something that happened to you along the way in your journey that got you to this point. In terms of just past relationships, maybe you are a man that recently got out of a divorce or in the middle of a divorce, whatever the case may be. All that energy and time you spent on quote unquote dating and all this stuff, and knock it off. Okay. You gotta get to the status where you're undeniable. Okay. You can be marketable, but undeniable is a different conversation. I'm marketable. Okay. It's quite obvious, ladies. But in all seriousness, when I say marketable, get yourself in shape. If you won in the gene pool in terms of looks and muscle tone, you're gonna be all right. For those that are not there, I suggest that you invest either in a personal gym set up in your garage or your backyard if you don't want to deal with the rigmarole of gyms. I've been in both worlds. Okay, I cut my gym membership around the pandemic because I just didn't want to be around people, and I feel it wasn't safe. And to me, that's my personal choice. That's my thing. However, if you are a gym bro, as I was once upon a time, the gym is up here, baby. It's right here too. But if you do have a gym membership and you're trying to maintain a schedule, make sure you commit to at least 4 to 5 days a week. If you could get it in early in the morning, a quick 30-minute workout, push-ups and so forth, just to get your day started, that's great. Before heading to the office or taking care of business, great. Within the end of the day or later on, you basically are going to participate in terms of just your workout plan in the evening. All right, stay focused on that. Lock in. That's the only way you're going to become undeniable. Okay. Again, if you are lucky in the gene pool, you're gonna be all right. And you know how to conduct yourself and so forth. Because the thing about it is, it's a transformation and it's a confirmation of who you really are. Okay. Once you get there, in terms of body gain, shout out to Ron Wills. You're going to concentrate on the spirit. Well, first of all, you should concentrate on the spiritual aspect in terms of just being one with the Most High. But also, you're going to get to the financial end of it, because how you think of yourself and how you move, your finances are going to follow. So you're not going to be out here tricking and doing, you're going to be stacking up. Okay. And planning for your future. You're not going out tricking and all that and drinking and doing all the stuff that, the typical dudes do. Okay, you're going to lock in. That's very important. The way you committed yourself into these bogus relationships, have a relationship with yourself, and build from there. You go and pay attention to the women that you attract once you get to that point. Oh, once the body game hit, it's a wrap. Because here's the thing, you necessarily don't have to be swole. Like I went through that stage where it was like, okay. You know what I'm saying, girls feel it on your pecs. It was crazy. I remember I went to this old bar that I used to DJ at. And this one waitress, she was just feeling on a cat. Like, hey, what? And I didn't even know her. You know, so I'm like, wow. So you're gonna get, not to say that's gonna happen for you, it may or may not, who knows. But my whole point is the women sense the pheromones, okay, and the alpha energy, so to speak. I hate using that phrase, but it's true. You know, if you're unsure of yourself, you're not gonna really attract the woman that you like, okay? And the less you speak in terms of just be cool. You don't have to be out here being a player and tricking and all that stuff. There's a way to be a player, but don't be a parking lot player, okay? Because once you get to the level that you need to be, you're gonna attract another set of women that you wouldn't even expect. Let the game come to you, all right? And like I said before, with the workout plan, stay committed to it, lock in, because once you start to look good, you ain't drinking, you ain't smoking, you ain't none of that. You got a program, so stick to that program. And, you know, get rid of the weed, because they don't even, you know, that's a whole other episode. They don't, you know, this ain't the days of the chronic or chocolate tie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm going. Nowadays, they got, do your research on that. You know what I'm saying? It's not the what it was in the 90s, you know, or the 80s or the 70s. So cut all of that out. Clean your life up. Don't try not to eat past 7 o'clock. I know it's hard for those of us that grind throughout the day. If you could cut it off by 9, okay, you know, and then get a little workout in before you go to sleep, you'll be all right, because you're gonna burn fat when you go to sleep. But then when you wake up to do that pre-workout before the main workout, you should be straight, you know. So, but concentrate, like I said, on your workout plan. Be consistent. If you can't do 5 days a week, do 4, but commit to something. 40 minutes to an hour a day. All right, lock in.